Apple, a couple of fan bases, Greg, that have so much pride in their team.
Kevin, having played for the Knicks, I know what the feeling is toward the other team in New York City. Animosity typically runs deep in a big city like this when you have two teams.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Sohan is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Paul looking over the floor. Takes a three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
Paul against Brunson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama high post. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
Here's Hart. And the three ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Spurs have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Brunson outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brunson's got 5 points so far. Vassell outside. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Anunoby. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Brunson kicks to Hart. It off the glass. Wow. Wembanyama looking it over. Paul left side. Vassell with it. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Drills it from outside.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Now here's Towns. Defended by Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Hart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Top of the key.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. And it's Sohan missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Now Hart, pass to Brunson. And the dunk by Brunson.
How about the hops from Brunson, scaring the rim a little bit there.
San Antonio with the ball. It's a three-point game. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Devin Vassell, third.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And with their range, they stretch out opposing defenses. So even when they're not shooting threes, they're still making an impact.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Pass to Sohan. Outside for Wembanyama. Hits the three-point bomb. Wembanyama's got 5.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Bridges shot. Good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Barnes outside. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama against Towns. Count that bucket. That's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Brunson with it. Towns up top. Defended by Wembanyama. Brunson, no good. Spurs leading by 6. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest of levels for years to come.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you very much for the report. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Here's Wembanyama. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Knicks trail by 5. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Payne. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Devin Vassell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Wembanyama outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 11.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Towns a screen on Jones. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for New York.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
15 seconds left in the first. And here's Brunson. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Towns. From past the arc. Not going to go that time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 4. They've got Robinson. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Agborti in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. To the middle, here's Bassett. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Here's Agborti. He has yet to score. Pass to Brunson. That's tipped. Here's Castle. Brunson covering. Johnson outside. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Clock at 6. Wembanyama outside. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Some nice passing by New York here. And the shot goes in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Here comes the answers, everyone. Get back for them.
And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Chris Paul.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Brunson the pass to McBride. Here's Dadier. It's Robinson, top of the key. Here's Brunson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Then one on Castle.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
It's his first trip to the line, and the first one drops. A different look for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. And both free throws good for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges. Castle misses. Knicks trail by 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Brunson missing.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Wembanyama. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Paul with the ball. He has 5. Wembanyama, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Bridges. Castle misses. Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. From deep, Brunson. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Barnes is checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Castle. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Sochan, the pass to Wembanyama. Sochan with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. 4 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Paul passes to Barnes. And again, another assist.
And when it comes to the most proficient floor generals right now, he tops the list.
And looking at past great point guards, floor generals in the NBA, he's still right at the top, at least top 3.
Yeah, only John Stockton and Jason Kidd are ahead of him. And he's close to Kidd's mark right now. That's the next domino to fall.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson got hit and still made it go.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
33.
Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Sohan. Al Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, right side. Back to Vassell. Here's Sohan, defended by Hart. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against Los Angeles, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Time for your Knicks 7th half squad. Give it up for.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, they're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And you know, for the Spurs, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And it's good for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
36.
Vassell outside. Paul a screen on Bridges. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Towns. Down low. Over in the corner, Barnes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. For 3, Bridges. As he pulls it in. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down. And really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the bar. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of the boat.
Knicks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Hart with it. Sohan's there. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
Vassell outside. It's good from long range. Vassell's got 6 points. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
It's hard to go wrong with anyone from this group. I'm glad.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Paul out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, Sohan, Wembanyama high post. To the paint. And the basket by Vassell. 8 points for him.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach. And he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Paul outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. And the Spurs scoring again.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Anunoby outside. Inside. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell finds Paul. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Barnes can't get it to go. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Paul. For 3, Bridges. Rebound San Antonio.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Hart with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Can he keep it going? Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Knicks trail by 7. Anunoby outside. Up to Brunson. Looking to end the run. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Hart. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Hart's got 5 points so far.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Towns against Wembanyama. Oh, look at the focus from Wembanyama. Drills it through contact.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Castle.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Spurs leading by 7. Vassell outside. Lets it go with a 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
Bridges outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Bridges has got 10 points in the game. And Wembanyama outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Wembanyama's got the lead back up to 10 now for San Antonio. For New York, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Back to Brunson. 1:57 left in the 3rd. That one, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Towns, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
1:46 left in the 3rd quarter. It's tipped. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
These coaches have to be telling their team to keep feeding Vassell. Devin has been fantastic tonight.
Towns wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Castle. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's McBride, defended by Paul. McBride passes to Towns. Towns, a screen on Vassell. Puts up a 3. Dadier's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Behind of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. McBride passes to Towns. This one for three. Good on the triple. Towns has got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with his constant change of pace.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 7. Now here's Towns. He's got 11. Yep, it counts. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like a game winner to them.
And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Miles McBride. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Okporti in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. And there it is for him. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Knicks trail by 10. McBride passes to Brunson. New York moving it around. To the wing on the left. Pass to McBride. From outside the arc. And another 3 for New York.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
62.
And here is Johnson. Lets it go from 14. Okporti grabs the rebound. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. The Knicks making a switch here. Lyons checked in. And the second free throw, good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Castle. Pass to Bassie. Wembanyama, right side. That one good for 2. Wembanyama has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
The defense is looking for any advantage against Wemby inside, but he just powers through.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Knicks. And San Antonio with the change here too. Paul's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks, David. Johnson outside. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ball outside from downtown. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Bridges. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Look at the concentration from Johnson, able to take the hit and still complete the play.
First team foul. Calvin Johnson at the line. Take break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Knicks trail by 11. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dodgier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Dodgier. Over Castle. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Champagnie passes to Paul. Here's Castle. Johnson outside. Takes it inside. Unloads. Castle misses. Knicks trail by 13. They could use a bucket. That one goes in. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Barnes outside. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Brunson with it. Out-guarded by Wembanyama.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
That one falls for Brunson. And he can't hit the second.
He's put in the work and worn down the defense. Now they're getting a little sloppy, and it's allowed them to get to the line more this half.
Paul passes to Sohan. To the right side. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Towns. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Here's Brunson. And that one drops for him. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell kicks to Barnes. Wembanyama against Towns. Wembanyama with the bucket.
Capitalizing inside with ease. Wemby is just so skilled down in this area.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Towns a screen on Paul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And New York making a change here. And both free throws good for Brunson. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Pass to Bassie. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Here's Hukporti. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 27 seconds left in the fourth.
72.
Here's Castle. Johnson surveying the floor. Wembanyama outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hart. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.